I'm Randy Weinglass. Just have a few minutes before I start seeing clients. Just wanted to talk a little bit about men and money psychology. I've been noticing a lot of us fellas get really anxious and really nervous about, our finances and about our money. And, a lot of things are money driven and financially driven, a lot of the men's motivations. And just kind of wanted to break down a little bit of history behind, this whole connection between the man and his finances. So let's start off with some stats and facts. 76% of men report feeling pressure to be the primary financial provider. This is from the American Psychological Association 2023. Men earning less than their spouse are 5 times more likely to experience depression. Financial stress is cited as a top 3 cause of male suicide globally. This is from the World Health Organization in 2022. 1 in 4 men say they would rather admit to watching porn than admit financial insecurity. And most young men say being rich is more desirable than being emotionally fulfilled. This is from the Pew Research 2024. So ancient survival, why money meant power. Historically, men provided resources for protection, trade, and tribe status. Wealth meant dominance in battles, politics, and marriage eligibility. In patriarchal systems, men were rewarded for land, not love. Kings, chiefs, and merchants' status was inseparable from their riches. Today's paycheck is yesterday's spear, only digital and taxed. So we have this wiring in our nervous system and in our brains where finances are almost a part of our just genetic makeup, and how men equate it with wealth, with power, with status, with them even being accepted and eligible for even, marriages and spouses. So financial worth equals personal worth. Many men equate their salary with character, value, and social dominance. Hello, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Vansh Sayani. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Just talking about men and money and our wealth, just breaking down a little knowledge before my clients. Income becomes an identity rather than an outcome. You are what you earn. It's reinforced in the media and dating culture. Low earners internalize shame, triggering depression and secrecy. The solution: separate your self worth from your net worth. I notice people get really insecure when it comes to money. Don't owe anybody any money because it just, people will start getting a lot more, they call you a lot, they're blowing you up, they're messaging you a lot. And it's understandable, if money's owed, but at the same time, you have to trust that people are going to pay you back. This is why I think a lot of people don't like asking people for money. They don't want to even go down that route because then it becomes like this hook or this rope that they're tied to. Income anxiety and emotional shutdown. 1 in 3 men hide financial stress from their partners, fearing of appearing weak. Financial anxiety leads to irritability, emotional distance, and shame. Men often react with either control or avoidance. Both cause damage. Money issues are the number 1 cause of divorce across all income levels. Isn't that something? Even money is the number 1 indicator of divorce, money issues, than even infidelity. So money is a really big deal, even now than ever, with the economy being as tight as it is. Prices are going up. I'm noticing just this really big thing or emphasis on, finances, which has always kind of been that way. The hustle trap and burnout. 54% of men say they feel guilty resting. This is from Forbes 2023. The grind culture exploits masculine ego through fear of failure. Overwork becomes an identity. Busyness becomes worthiness. Burnout shows up as numbness, anger, or substance use. The solution is to introduce boundaries. Your hustle doesn't prove your humanity. Just because you're hustling and you're working 12-hour shifts doesn't mean that your identity and your self-worth is revolved around what you produce as young men. We have to find different things to anchor our identity on, our value on, and our self-worth. This whole money driven culture, and I understand, like, bills, you have to pay the bills. You're not going to get a lot of stuff for free in this economy, so I get it. Money is important and it does matter, but when it's ruling who you are and your sense of self and your self-esteem, you don't really leave room for a strong, self-empowerment when the money's not there or when the money runs out. Men went from hunters to factory workers to knowledge workers. The industrial era equated labor with masculinity and worth. The emotional shift of modern society left many men unprepared. Economic vitality equals identity instability for financially defined men. Unemployment raises suicide risk by over 70% in men. 70% just being unemployed. Men struggle more than women to recover emotionally from job loss. Shame narratives. I failed my family. I'm not a man. I'm worthless. Some resort to secrecy, illegal income, or escapism. Build community that values you beyond your role. Your identity must outlast your income. Develop a purpose that isn't paycheck dependent. Cultivate skills and emotional maturity alongside financial goals. Use money as a tool, not a mirror. Practice stewardship over performance. You're not a dollar amount. You are a destiny in progress. Has some notes here on this. I'm thinking doing a video on the psychology of money and really looking at this whole idea of money and its impact on us as men. How, we believe we have to have so much money, and that's the priority over so much value and inner value in ourselves. The money is the external value. Your core values are the internal beliefs and internal values, and those will be with you even when the money runs out, right? Your paycheck and your income might expand, it might disappear, but your core value is always going to be there. So you want to bank your identity off of your core value system. Okay, I wasn't going to be on here long, just want to check in with you guys, see how you're doing. Thank you so much for all my viewers. Even if it's one or two people watching, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I'm not looking to be YouTube famous. I just come on here to educate the young men to not make some of the same mistakes that I made. I know some people get on YouTube and it's about numbers and it's about popularity and making a whole lot of money. For me, it's just about education. Our men need help. I'm looking at the news, I'm looking at politics, and just the attitude and the mindset of a lot of our generation of men today is so toxic and so unhealthy. A lot of these wars that are going on, the tension that is going on is driven by a lot of our men. And more than likely, they didn't have healthy role models. They didn't have healthy people that they can listen to and they can learn from. So I just wanted to create a space where we can build a generation of more healthier men. A lot of times I notice that it's hard for men to be honest, to be transparent, and to be truthful about what's going on. And as long as we keep hiding from certain conversations and from honesty and from being vulnerable, the more we're just going to keep perpetuating the problems, guys. All right. So this whole psychology of money, um, even with these wars, a lot of it is driven by money and by finances and things of that sort. Um, once the death toll has raised up and these wars have been done, then it's going to be about finances. How much wealth can we extract from these areas and different things like that. A lot of this stuff is money driven, and it's really sad, just what it is. So hoping that some of these videos can help inspire some of you guys to take more better care of yourself. Don't model yourself off of people that you see in the media. The television is a false reality. A lot of it is being fueled by people in these communities who really don't really have too much connection to core values or principles. They're just going off of the narratives that are being programmed into them and what they see on the television. Not everything you see on the television is true or accurate, but you have a great population of men and women who just are slave to the tube. If the television says money is important, finance is important, war is important, tension is important, then it's important. These people are buying into these narratives and this programming, and that's what a television is. It's television programming. It's programming the minds, unhook from the TV, unhook from social media sometime. That's why I'll post some videos, but sometimes I don't, because I don't want you to be hooked on me. Go out and go live your life. Go out and live a value driven life. Yes, pull some of the resources from me and from other content creators you feel have value. Unhook from me, unhook from some of them. Go out and go live your life and go live a value driven life. Because not I can't give you all the answers. I can't give you all the information, all the tools. I can't be you. Only you are the expert of your experiences. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the views. I'll have some more videos coming in, just to, like I said, to empower our young men to make healthier, wiser choices. And I really appreciate you guys. I hope you have a blessed day. I have a ton of clients today. I'm out here on vacation in Hawaii. It's raining out here. It kind of stopped a little bit, but they say the Big Island, Hilo, is like the second wettest place on earth. So it rains a lot. Just getting adjusted to that and used to that. When it rains, I don't want to do nothing, guys. I just want to sit at home in the bed and relax. I'm not out trying to adventure in the rain. So but I appreciate the rain because it's very relaxing, really calming, really chill. So just out here working and grinding, taking care of the kids. So I appreciate you guys for watching. More videos coming soon. Just wanted to check in. Hope you have a blessed day. Peace.